Hey there, dirt bike people. I'm Chuck from TruTech, and today I'm going to be assembling the head after cutting the valves from this YZ450F. In the last video, I showed you guys how I cut the valve seats, how I grind them. This is all cleaned up. You can see that there is some black soot still in the exhaust, but obviously there is none on those valve seat surfaces. They're all cleaned up nicely. So the next step is popping the valves into the head, as well as all the other components. So we'll go through that now. I'm gonna get out my valve spring compressor. I'm probably going to use the middle collet. Here's a valve spring. Yeah, that looks about right. Here's the box that I use to store all the valve components, intakes and exhausts. I'm going to spray them down with brake cleaner and then blow them off with compressed air. So the first thing I'm going to do is actually put the base washers in. With this YZ, you got to be really careful because this cylinder is backwards. So you want to make sure that the intake stuff goes on the intake. So I am going to orient this thing like this, and it will mostly stay this way. I know that this is the intake because it has the intake boot. Just going to use a screwdriver here, drop the base washers on. It's important to do that before you put the valve seals on. On this one, I don't think it's an issue, but on many models, the valve seals are bigger than the ID of the base washers. So if you put the valve seals on first, you can't put the base washers down. Now we're gonna put our valve seals on. These valve seals are all the same. I think these are 5.5mm valve stems. This is very simple. I just use a socket that's the right size. In this case, it's a 7mm. I take my grease, dip it in there so that the valve seal sticks to the socket. And now you want a little bit of lube, and I like to have a bit of lube kind of around the area as well and into the valve guide, a little bit of lubrication. So I'm just going to drop a little bit of lube onto those valve guides and then just put it in place and push it down. I like to rotate it a little bit sometimes to make sure that oil is getting where it needs to go. Sometimes you need to wiggle these a little bit. There you go. And then you just want to have a look. Sometimes the springs that are around the valve seal kind of get dislodged. That one was just sticking out a little bit. It had kind of overlapped itself. Everything looks good. Now we can put our valves in. And I can't stress how important it is to make sure that these valves are clean. So I ground these seats, and there's grinding dust and all kinds of stuff that can be on these valves and in the seats. The only way that I've found to clean them properly is with liquid. So I use brake cleaner and then I blow them off. And if you don't clean them properly, you'll know if you learn to cut valve seats, if you don't clean them properly, when you put them in, they're not going to seal properly. If you pick up one of your valve springs, most valve springs are progressive, and you want the tight coils, the soft part, at the bottom because it's just physically the heaviest. So I'm going to drop that in there, and at this point, I'm going to go valve specific. Now I'm going to show you guys two different ways of doing this. The way that I have normally done it, and then the way that I saw Brad from Parapros do it on a video that Jay Clark put out the other day. I've been itching to try it, so I'll show you both ways. So we're just going to compress this until the valve sticks out of the holder, call it top washer thing, whatever you want to call it. Now, this is the way that I've normally done it. Put a little bit of grease on the end of my screwdriver, put a little bit of grease on the collet, and then I stick the collet to, sorry, this isn't a collet, keeper, cotter, whatever. And then I just stick it down in there, right into its little groove. Do it again. And then release my valve spring compressor. Just like that. Voila, easy peasy. Now, second one, again, tight coils down. What I want to try, what Brad did, put a little bit of grease in this hole here, and then put these keepers in there. This is always the tricky part. Little keepers are popping out of there. As I put them down, yeah, they're kind of going around the top of the valve there. Yeah, that looks about right. Push those down. Okay, a little more. There we go. Now just sit down. Very nice. That was super easy. I like that. I'm gonna do the next one like that too. get some reps in. These, oh yeah, yep, tight side is over here. Grease in there. It looks like you got to kind of watch those. They're kind of trying to jump out of there. No big deal. Pop that down into place. There we go. Voila. I suppose the big thing seems like just to make sure that these little keepers go where they're supposed to go. Whether you do it with a screwdriver or this way, both ways work well. But this does seem a little easier. I've gotten pretty adept with that screwdriver and the grease over the years, so this is probably easier. I'm going to do this a bunch from now on. Going to make sure that that keeper goes into its groove though. There we go. That only took me a few minutes. Now, put my head on top of my box here. I'm just going to vibrate those valves a little bit to make sure that they don't go anywhere. I've got a little aluminum tool here. I'm just going to hit it with a hammer a little bit. Very slightly opening and closing those valves, just to make sure everything's tight. There we go. That's really all there is to it. It's quite straightforward. Cutting the seats is the difficult part. Assembling it, pretty basic. Now, oftentimes I go ahead and set up the valve clearances here, so I adjust the shims at this point while the head is on the bench, but I figured that's probably more appropriate for the top end assembly video, so I'm gonna do it with the head on the motor, but on the bench. So if you want to see that, that'll probably be the next video in the playlist. If you want to see the rest of the assembly and the valve seat cutting, that'll also be in this playlist. If you like the content that I put out, you can find me on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook. If you really like what I'm doing, check out my TruTech community. There's a 6-part tire change course on there right now. I'm also working on a suspension course right now. After that, I'll be doing an electrical one. And there's an excellent community of dudes on there who are invested in fixing dirt bikes and also helping other people fix dirt bikes. It's really becoming something cool. Thanks a lot for watching.